Hey, New Rock family. There were two other questions that I forgot to record earlier, and I'm tacking here on the end of the video. Those two questions are, why do our prices fluctuate on our website? And the reason for that is that we actually do all of our business with New Rock, primarily in the euro, and the US to euro conversion rate, well, it fluctuates. The site automatically adjusts for the changes. If we did not have it set to where it automatically converted from euro to US dollar, then it would end up being we'd have to put a buffer in. That buffer would probably be in the realm, and previously was in the realm, of $25 to $30. Some of the more expensive pairs it actually get up to about $50. And the reason why we had to do that is that literally the fluctuation has been as much as 15–20% in the past few years. So we'd have to keep on track, and if there was a major fluctuation, we'd have to change our prices and then change them back. With this, it will automatically do that, and we don't have to have as big of a buffer, which saves you guys money. The second question is actually involving sizing. How can you tell your size? Well, what I recommend is to pick out a good internationally sold pair of boots or shoes. What I mean by internationally sold is something that's going to be sold in the European Union pretty often. Something like, I've got a pair of Harley-Davidson boots, which are actually made by Wolverine. They actually have an EU size in them, and because they have an EU size, they have to conform to the EU standards. Also, if you've got Red Wings, Doc Martens, Toques, anything that's going to be sold really commonly in Europe. Now, the exceptions being any of the cheap, keyword cheap, Reeboks, Nikes, that sort of thing. If you're talking about some of the big stuff like Air Jordans, that sort of thing, you're going to be pretty accurate if you're looking at a tennis shoe style, which we do sell tennis shoe styles, or like an ankle height boot. That will still be fairly accurate. But if you're going out and you're buying the New Balance and you want to base on that, our sizes are nowhere near as standardized as the European Union did theirs. So definitely, to get your size right, look at a higher end pair of shoes. Now, higher end does not mean something you went and already had some handmade somewhere. Something that is going to actually be sold in Europe. The other option you can do is if you go to somebody that does proper sizing. What do I mean by proper sizing? Someone that actually brings out that weird looking gizmo that you put your foot in, they slide things and tell you your size. They'll be able to tell you your size pretty easily. Now, that being said, New Rocks are only in full sizes. So if they look at you and say, hey, you're 36 and a half, you're going to be looking at 36 or 37, depending on whether you're on the higher end of 36. You know, if you're 36 and a half, you may just want to go ahead and go with 37 and get thick socks. But if you're 36 and a quarter, you may as well get the 36 and work them in a little bit, and they'll be fine. Even the 36 and a half can pull that off. Technically, I'm a 33 and a half, and I can wear 33s. So, but wanted to add those two in because they are commonly asked questions that I forgot to post earlier. Thanks for